Hello, Bradley. How are you doing today?
No, fine, Karina. How are you doing yourself?
I'm very good, and I'm so excited to welcome you in this space where we are going to harvest in your experience in the Circles of Change Academy. You've just come out of our 28 days bootcamp of reclaiming your powers. I'm very curious what you've been able to equip your toolkit with. So, Bradley, tell us a little bit about your experience with Reclaim Your Power.
I think firsthand, I just need to take a pause, and just breathe a little because that was one of the first things we started to learn, before we even had our first session. I think, that moment when you can just sit and just reflect for a moment
Mm.
about how this 28 days was. It was December. So December for me was also, it was always a rush. It was about family meetings. It was about gifts. When I heard that Reclaiming Your Power was in December, I was like, this is going to be very challenging. And for me at first, I had a different feeling inside of me of why I'm doing the reclaiming my power, because I'm a very quick learner. So it wasn't like something that I really paused about and think, before I got an invitation to do it. But my first season was very, very, very beautiful. I think it wasn't what I expected.
Mm. What surprised you, Bradley?
What surprised me was that I was here on a platform with different types of people
Mm.
from different parts of the world. And actually, those people, they were all sitting there, with their own intentions. And also, they were also there to learn.
Mm.
I think there was still a student in me which came to the first session thinking, um, I need to measure now myself with these certain people.
Mm. So that's good to see about ourselves, right? That you might bring different intentions into the space, and to be able to actually look at yourself and give yourself that feedback, and catch that part. Hey? Because part of course, reclaim your power is to be deeply, deeply honest with ourselves, and to find a way of standing more naked in our vulnerability. And how was that space for you of a deeper sharing with the group and with people from all walks of life, from different parts of the world? How did you find that when you moved beyond kind of your initial, like, oh, I got to compare myself?
Yeah, so at first, I was trying, just to put up my mask. As I told you, I tried to measure the situation and the
Yeah.
people. But I think the way that Karina navigated the program and also the session was very warm and friendly. So it also made me comfortable. I think one of the things she told us in the group is that she's also a student here to learn, and I think the time that she said it, it actually changed the frequency within me. And I think that frequency also changed within the group. And when I
Mm.
talk about frequency, it's like how I feel about other people and how I now view where I am, and
Mm.
who I'm sitting. I think that was important for me. And then when the session started, people actually opened up, and
Mm.
I was the last one to speak. So I was like, yo, these people open up. They were vulnerable. They don't even know me. I'm from South
Yeah.
Africa. And they gave me that opportunity also to like come and stand naked before them, because it was like we were in a room. It
Yeah.
was like this laptop was not there anymore. We were in a
Yeah.
room and just, feeling into one another and just being open about where we are at that stage.
Sure. I know that's incredibly beautiful here, Bradley. And I love how you also bring that forth, because I mean, depth work is a place where everybody who journeys in that space, also the one that holds the space, is as much a student as those that kind of booked the program. We
Yes.
all walk next to each other because we're never done learning. So it's a very practical space, and certainly also that for you and I mean, we both learn very fast, so it's easy to think we know. But
Yes.
one of the things that we both, and I know that because we've journeyed together for many, many years, that what we've come to know is how little we actually know, and the ability to show up as a student with a beginner's mindset is profound. So how was that for you, Bradly, to get into the beginner's mindset?
I think what I believe now is that when I like surrendered myself, telling myself, look here, I'm here to learn. And being a student for me means being open and available, to receive information and to also give feedback, but not from that platform of where I think I know it all. And within the sessions, you gave us homework. We needed to go to the academy. And this homework wasn't a thing that you can just write, because our first thing was to, the letter. And with the letter, I think you're walking in your heart with it every day where you are going. And I think with the sessions, we could open up, and then when others also start talking, we can have a different perception of what was happening to you, because everyone to me, there was a mirror, and I needed that in my life.
Yeah.
And I think that was actually for me, the thing which I have gratitude today for, that there were actually people that mirrored how I was feeling. And when I did my moment of silence or my meditation, that was very important, because I needed to sit back and, find some space to like deal with these things. And being a student allowed me to like receive that information, absorb it, and, think twice about the next choices I'm going to make, and how I'm going to walk this next 28 days, and that actually empowered me to be a more respectful person, a more loving person towards myself and towards others. Even in the third week, it like opened up many things inside of me. And I don't mean I didn't get challenged or, I didn't feel a certain way, but it gave me that opportunity to do things different that I wouldn't have done before the 28 days.
So that's very powerful, Bradly. Also that you chose to actually, really step into your journey, really step into the driver's seat of your life. Who used to drive the car of your life?
I had this angry one that was driving the car, and sometimes it felt for me, like I'm on the highway, and then other people don't respect my driving, and then I would show them certain signs. My revengeful one would want to make an accident, you would bypass the risk or the traffic requirements, for the highway. But I guess now, it was actually good for me to sit in those sessions, because then I could recognize, okay, look who's driving my car.
Yeah, exactly.
And other times I didn't want to admit it. You've also told me before, but I was like, this is just how it is. This is me.
Yeah.
Actually, to see, but this is not me. I don't even have access to the driving seat. It's like I don't have a license.
Yes. It's very powerful when we see the contracts we've entered into with a lot of our behaviors, and that we do actually have a choice. We do not have to give our power away. So what does it mean to reclaim your power? If you should explain it very simply, what is it to you to reclaim your power?
I think in simplicity, it would be like Bradly, you are kind, and that is who I am. Reclaiming my power back of who I am, because I think for the past, it was really hurtful to me. Even in the group, it made me vulnerable to think that the time I wasn't reclaiming my power back, I was just living a life of a lie, living a life of a person who wasn't me. And today, with reclaiming my power back, I think it just made me feel inside that I'm more worth it. I'm
Sure.
worth it. All of the things that has happened to me. And after all this, I have that choice of how I'm going to view myself today.
Absolutely. Right? So when we stand in our true power and we feel worth, it's incredibly powerful. So do you feel, it sounds like you feel equipped to open the door to 2021. What is it going to mean for you for 2021 to have this upgraded toolkit? Of course, I mean, you've journeyed with SmilingOne, with the Circles of Change Academy, with the Responsible Individual for years, but it's like you've done another upgrade on your toolkit. What is it going to mean for you in 2021?
I think now that I opened the gate, I opened that gate, knowing that I've reclaimed a certain power back. And like I said, now I'm worthy.
Yeah.
And opening up the gate to 2021 was like, if I'm worthy, it means I'm courageous,
Yeah.
I can push beyond my boundaries. I can do more, I can love more. But in order to do that, I need to move from a platform from where I will keep on learning new things, And as I'm standing here, it's like 2 days now in 2021,
Yes.
one day, I'm standing by the gate and just asking myself, as I'm going out here, I'm not going to be like I was years before, non-receptive. I'm going to be receptive. I'm going to listen. I'm going to try and absorb information, and going out there, I'm going to learn new things. And while learning those new things, I'm also going to practice, what I've learned through the 28 days. And that won't mean just certain days when I'm challenged, but every day as I'm living.
Very nice, Bradly. So we are doing a second intake, a second boot camp in February for another 11 people, courageous individuals who are keen to get into the driver's seat of their lives. What would be your encouragement to them, and why would you recommend that they do the program?
If you really want to find your worth, your purpose in this life, in reclaiming your power back is for you. Because I think for me, being honest today about where I am, to open up 2021 is very scary, but even if I do, even while I'm feeling scared, I'm also trustful that this is the year for me. Because all the years that have passed, even 2021, 2020 was very difficult. And I think if you want to love every day like it's worth it, like you value it, then reclaiming your power back will give you that platform from where you can move from. And I trust that because it is working for me, since the start of the season till the end. And it's now a new year. And I think I can use all that information, and I've got my toolkit, like I said, I was sitting in a car that I was supposed to be driving. I didn't want to reclaim my license, but now after this 28 days, I'm reclaiming my license, my power back, because I'm worthy of driving that car.
Absolutely.
And I'm not going to hire the other ones, the anger, the revengeful one to drive that car. I think this year and from year forth, I can say that I'm worthy, and I'm worthy of driving my car, and I have that license. And I just need to practice my toolkit every day. And for you that is wanting to do this, I won't even wish you good luck, because I trust that even if you're going to get started, it's going to work for you. It might work for us on different levels. It worked for me on a different level, but each one of us has a special gift. And maybe you want to discover that gift, then you should reclaim your power back.
Thank you, Bradly. And it's been such a privilege to have you in our boot camp for 28 days. And I look forward to also what 2021 means for our partnership. So thank you, Bradly.
Thank you, Karina.